got a fascinating Creature Corner episode for you today, guys. Amanda, the animal communicator, is going to be talking to us about how she can talk directly to your pets. And we've got Pet of the Week. It's all happening on Creature Corner right now.
Amanda, thanks for joining us. Good to have you on Creature Corner.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me be on your wonderful show.
Now, you're an animal communicator.
Communicator, yes.
What does that mean?
It means that I communicate with animals on all levels. So it could be $1 million racehorse to someone's pet hermit crabs. It's a telepathic communication. I can tap into any animal at any time. If they want to talk to me, they will. Majority of the time they do. I mean, you can imagine silence and not being able to communicate with your owner for such a long time, and then all of a sudden you get this open door opportunity. I do animal communication seminars, 2-hour sessions to help people. It's not just me that can do this. People can understand what the animals are trying to say. Be very open to body language and eye contact and closing down our thoughts and opening up a general direction for them to be able to tell us things. I do a lot of my readings over the phone because all my clients are all over the world.
Right.
I receive the same information whether I'm sitting 10,000 K away from you or whether you're sitting in front of me. Let's get to this guy.
I have my little dog here, Cobber.
This guy has not always been with you.
No.
All his life. He said he had 2 previous owners. He tells me that he was very timid when you first got him. His first owner, he was with them for a short amount of time. Then he went to a second owner, which he ran away from. I'm feeling like he was not so much an injury but neglect. Was he very afraid of your husband when
Yes, he
because he
was,
said he
yes.
was extremely afraid of your husband when he first met him. He was afraid of men because he'd been bullied by men.
Really? That's very interesting.
Yeah.
It took him about 6 months to actually be able to approach my husband.
Now he loves your husband. See, he was terrified of men, terrified of everything. But you've worked on him so well. He's able to be a dog, and the main thing he is that he's put his past behind him. With dogs that have had an abusive beginning, it can go either way with them.
We just picked him up from Sydney Cats and Dogs Home because they have such lovely dogs there. And he was a rescue dog, yes. But nobody knew what had happened to him before. So it's very interesting chatting to you about that.
Some kind soul must have picked him up and taken him to the rescue. People come to me for many reasons, whether their pet is missing, they've got emotional issues, their aggression, they're fearful, and I communicate and get to the core of the problem. When I do these readings, I don't know any information. My staff book them in. I don't want any prior information. They can communicate with animals that are passed over as well as animals that are here. It helps so many people, especially when they've had to put their animal down.
How did you realise you had this gift?
Oh gosh, I've had this gift since I was very, very young. But I guess the most that came out was when I started working with Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin is, I will say not was, but still is, exactly how you saw him. Always full of life. It was all about the animals. I did the education side of things when school buses of children came in. Ooh. Do you remember Harriet, the Galapagos land tortoise?
Yeah.
I was actually her keeper. She was probably one of the first ones that I communicated with. I guess it's a rare gift.
Yes, you're very lucky.
Yes, because I love what I do. But it's dealing with raw human emotions a lot of the time, and you have to be very careful.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, and Cobber.
And now for the other star of our show, the Pet of the Week. Portia's got some little friends for us to meet for Pets of the Week today, guys. Portia, tell us a bit about these gorgeous little things.
Well, the one you're holding is called Tulip, and this one's Dandelion, and they came from an animal shelter, and we saved them from there. They came in with a bad case of mites, which they've been treated for, and they're ready for new homes.
Oh, they're so precious. So he's busy having a little chat, isn't he?
I think it's actually that one.
Oh, is this one? Oh, sweet. So how old are they?
These guys are only 3 weeks old.
They're very cuddly. They're very warm.
They're very
aren't they?
cuddly animals, yes, absolutely.
And they're quite happy to be held.
They make great pets for older children. They're great indoors in a nice enclosure because they get to know the sounds of people and very interactive then. Hay is the number one food that we'd give them, as well as veggies. They need a daily source of vitamin C. They are quite clean animals, so long as you clean their enclosure regularly. Then they have minimum smell. Sweet animals to cuddle while you're watching TV.
Now, how do we get in touch with you? From Portia's Rescue?
Yes.
Brilliant.
So if you go on our website, www.portiasrescue.com.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, Portia. We'll see you again next time, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.